Renault Clio Alpine E-Tech. What does that mean? Well, it's a Renault, it's the model of Clio, it's the Alpine equipment level, which is the highest possible. It's sort of replaced the RS line before, and it's the E-Tech model, or it's the E-Tech version, which means that it's a hybrid. So it has a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated gas engine, and it has an electric motor and a 1.2 kilowatt hour battery. So that means that while you're driving, a lot of the times you'll be driving on electrical power, not on the gas. And I do have to say, this car is actually really sweet. So it's not just a sweet car, but I think it actually looks sweet as well. It's pretty nice, it's pretty cool. It looks a little more aggressive, but also kind of a little bit elegant maybe, because the entire design is very likable with these lights, with this new mask, this front bumper, and also I really enjoy this LED signature on the sides. It just looks really good. Look at these wheels as well. I think they look pretty fantastic with the entire design, and I'm usually not a fan of inserts of different colors on them, but I think this actually looks very nice with the entire thing. And besides, these wheels work great with this size and this car, I feel. The only downside here, I guess, is the trunk space, which isn't really that huge. Now, we got our stuff in there, but one of the cases had to go onto the back seats because, well, there's just not enough space in the trunk for it. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'll get straight to the point here. This car is a sweetheart. It looks great on the outside, it looks great on the inside, it's comfortable, it drives well, and because it's this hybrid system, you also have fairly low fuel consumption. Not only that, because it's a hybrid system, and along with the fact that it drives well, it also has that positive of an electric motor, which means that you get recuperation. So you barely ever really use the brakes. First of all, I love how it looks. I really do. I think it looks great. It's a small hatchback and it looks just awesome. I love all the little facelift things they did. And it just sort of stands out. It like shines in a parking lot. The wheels, everything together, the whole package looks really nice. And inside, it's a really nice place to be as well. Maybe the infotainment screen is maybe slightly old-fashioned by now because, well, it's slightly slower and the graphics, well, we've already known them for a while. But otherwise, it's just really nice. The steering wheel is excellent. The softness of the steering wheel is right on point. It's like an Audi S-Line or a BMW M steering wheel. It really feels nice. And to add to that, because the car has a semi-short wheelbase and it's, you know, it's small, it drives like a go-kart. It really is fun in the corners. And because this is a hybrid, like I said, you get the recuperation, the regenerative braking. So that means you've got PRND, and also B, which, you know, if you put it in B, which I put it in all the time, it gives you maximum regeneration when you take off the your foot off the gas pedal. So if you have to come to a stop, you just take off your foot and it'll regenerate. It'll save your brake pads and it'll also fill up the battery. And it's just great. Because of the electric motor, there's no juddering with changing of gears and such. When you're on a standstill at a red traffic light, you just press your gas pedal and you're going, and it's a really nice experience. Also, because it's a hybrid, you have lower fuel consumption. The lowest I've seen is 4.0 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, I'm sure you could get that even lower if you were driving on roads like these, for example, and, you know, drive economically. But because I was driving a lot in heavy city traffic and also on motorways at 130, 140 kilometers per hour, that it has risen now to 4.1. Horrible consumption. But yeah, if you are going to be driving a lot on the motorways, this might not be the engine for you or the hybrid for you, because over there it's about 67 liters per 100 kilometers. But yes, it drives really nice. So in the end, I just like to say that I was really pleasantly surprised by this little sweetheart of a car, because in the beginning I thought, okay, it's a Clio with a hybrid system, no big deal, right? But then you start driving it and you really start loving it because, well, the steering wheel is fantastic, the little go-kart feel is fantastic, the hybrid system is really nice with its regenerative braking and how nice it drives. Yeah, of course, when the internal combustion engine comes on and starts filling up the battery, it'll go into higher RPMs and it might be a little bit louder, but you really get used to it. It's not such a huge deal. So all in all, it's a really pleasant car.
The cheapest E-Tech Clio can be yours for just under 26,000 euros. For a fully equipped model, you'll be paying just shy of 29,500 euros.